Who am I? You mean you don't know? I am the half-blood prince, a potions master, a Hogwarts headmaster, a Death Eater, once. But that's all in the past. It has to be. I am Severus Snape, and this is my Draw My Life. Look at me. I was raised in the muggle dwelling of Spinner's End, but I was born a half-blood wizard to my parents Tobias, a muggle, and Eileen, a witch. Though I lived in the poorer part of the area, my home was near the Evans family. They were muggles with 2 daughters. Their daughter Lily was like me, magical. I recognized her magical gifts instantly and fell in love with her just as fast. We were only 9 years old, but I knew. I told her she was different from her sister, that there was a world that was different from the one she knew, and that she would be a part of it. How was I to know she'd be a different part? That I would be a Slytherin, but not she. I was glad to put my muggle life behind me. I was ready to prove my skills in magic, but I was not ready to see Lily Evans join the Gryffindor table that day and befriend James Potter. Thanks to that Potter boy and his marauders, or whatever they call themselves, my time at Hogwarts was not at all pleasant, and I began to immerse myself in the dark arts. I joined forces with fellow Slytherins who advocated for purebloods, something which pushed Lily further away from me. It was inevitable, of course, that myself and those same Slytherins would be drawn to the power of the Dark Lord and thus become his followers, his Death Eaters. I was loyal to the Dark Lord, but not for long. A prophecy came to be told, and the Dark Lord sought out the Potters to kill them. I fled the Death Eater army and swore allegiance to the Order of the Phoenix, to help her, to protect her. But it was in vain, and I would spend the rest of my life loyal to Albus Dumbledore, redeeming myself for her. After the First Wizarding War, I returned to Hogwarts to teach. My interest in the dark arts had not subsided, but instead I wished to teach others how to defend themselves from it. I applied first to be the Defense Against the Dark Arts professor, but was unsuccessful, obviously. I became the school's potion master, gifted as I was at creating all manner of potions from wolf's bane to polyjuice. I perfected potions from mere chemistry into an art. But I had my shot, short-lived as it was, to become the professor of Defense Against the Dark Arts. They say the position is cursed. No professor holds it for more than a year, and true enough, my time in the role was fleeting. I fled the school with the Death Eaters to return to the Dark Lord. But this too would pass. After the death of Albus Dumbledore and the start of the Second Wizarding War, I myself became the headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I almost lasted the year. Albus Dumbledore said that Voldemort's greatest weakness was his underestimation of the power of love. Love was my motivation and his downfall. Love tied my loyalty to Dumbledore forever. My love for Lily turned me from the dark and led me down a path of redemption. I could never be the person I needed to be for her when she was alive, but I could at least protect her son, as much like his father as he is. Yes, the Potter boy is trying, at best. Smug and arrogant at his worst, in my opinion, but Dumbledore saw greatness in him, or so he said. At least, he has his mother's eyes, which is not a strange thing to say. Some fun facts. Fun facts. Facts are not supposed to be fun, child. They are supposed to be serious and important and true, and you will pay heed of them. But some facts about myself? As you wish. I invented many of my own spells, some while still at school. I created the spell Sectum Sepra for enemies. Though my time as a Hogwarts headmaster was brief, I was also the youngest wizard to take the role. It is often overlooked, but at the time I was only 38 years old. Many of my predecessors were well into their 60s. And finally, my Patronus is a doe, the same as Lily Potter's, the woman who I loved. Love still, after all this time. Always. I hope this has been enlightening. I avoided where possible disclosing the secrets of the Dark Lord, but should you wish to pursue this knowledge, click here to watch a Draw My Life of his very own. Now, turn to page 394.